last person across this finish line will win $1,000. What these guys don't know is that by the end of this video, one of them is going to swim with sharks. And one of them is also going skydiving. So these are our 5 contestants. Guys, who wants $1,000? Yeah! The rules are very simple. 100 squares separate my 4 best mates and my little brother from the finish line. Challenges move them forwards and backwards a number of squares. The last to finish wins $1,000. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go! So obviously nobody wants to get moving, so let's get them moving. I've got a fun idea here to get the guys moving. So everyone apart from Charlie is about to take a box. Inside this box is the costume that you're going to be wearing for a moment. Everyone but Charlie has a costume, and there's a reason for that, because he recently got engaged, so he has a special costume. Charlie, this is a ball and chain. You should probably get used to wearing that one, mate.
I get it. It's good. It's very good. Yeah.
I then decided to give every contestant an egg.
You get to name your egg, draw a little face on it, use the googly eyes. If your egg breaks at any point, you have to move forwards down the track, and you want to keep it till later on, because there's going to be some bonus prizes if you keep your egg till the end of the race.
This day started amazingly, and there's still so many more challenges and prizes coming up.
So Charlie's ball and chain is broken already, and we were literally like 2 minutes into this race. So Charlie, you know what that means? You got to go forward, and everybody else, you got to take your costumes off. Thank you, Charlie.
So Charlie had to move 13 of his 100 squares down the track.
We're now going to do the kite competition. Charlie's kite is also broken. It's down here on the floor. It won't even fly. Charlie, as you can't compete, that's another 3 square penalty that you have to move forward. So the competition is simple. Keep your kite in the air the longest. The first kite to hit the floor has to move forwards up the track 10 spaces.
With this kite explosion, it was time for Serge to get moving as well. For the next challenge, we'll be heading to a nearby piratey beach. Arr.
So I've gone and lost my treasure somewhere on this beach. So whichever one of them finds it gets $100. And I guess I get to move back a few squares as well. On this beach, there is a buried treasure chest, and in it is $100. Plus the opportunity to move back down the race course 7 spaces. If you find it in 10 minutes, you get both of those things. Go. Get the fuck in the way. What?
That's been $100?
The quickest I've ever lost $100 in my life. There you go. So it's a little bit sandy, but it's still yours.
No way. Little Manu, we're getting through this together. 1 step closer to the $1,000. Not you, this one.
The next challenge is simple. 10-pin bowling. If you get a strike, you choose on to move forwards 10 spaces. If you miss, you go forwards the number of spaces that you bowled. Let's go. Come on! So after the bowling, this is where everybody is right now. But of course, Charlie bowled a strike. So Charlie, you get to choose somebody to move forwards 10. Who do you choose?
Aaron.
All right, it is getting seriously hot here right now, and I'm starting to feel bad for these guys. So we're actually going to eliminate people, but I have a fun way to do this. If you decide to step out of the race right now and forfeit the prize, I will pay for you to go skydiving over Perth City. Who wants to do it? So it turns out that none of them were willing to drop out of the race, partly because they're scared and partly because they want the $1,000, but I think mostly because you guys are all scared, let's be real. However, we're going to change it up a bit because I've already booked this in. Would one of you go skydiving in return for moving forward 33 squares?
1/3, man.
Yeah, there he is. Alright. Serge is going to move forward 33 spaces and you're going skydive.
Beautiful. Fantastic.
This meant that Serge had the biggest punishment of the day so far, in return, of course, for the skydiving.
So we're going to do a few more challenges, starting with the egg throw. This challenge is simple. You put this big bucket of water back on your lane 5 or more squares. If you throw your egg and land it in there safely, you get to move back to that square. If the egg breaks or you miss, you have to move forward the same amount. Oh!
Okay, mate. 9, 10.
Oh, that's
safe. That's safe.
Safe.
Like
Back you come. Come on.
That's a crack. That's a great shot.
I think it's dead. It's dead.
Oh no, it's cracked.
That's another crack. You gotta go forwards 10.
Oh no.
Didn't even hit the bucket. Well, it survived, so you only have to go forward 6 because it didn't crack, so at least there's that. It's time for some mini golf. So we have this little tiny golf set right here, and contestants tee off from here and try and hit the hole all the way over there. However many shots it takes them to get this little ball into that little hole is how far they have to move forward. Guys, let's go.
First up, we have Serge, who's taking an extraordinary amount of time here to select his clubs, and in a very unconventional approach, actually taking 2 clubs with him. This has caused quite a stir amongst the other contestants.
Why are you taking both with you? Because I want to putt it when I hit it.
His confidence seems unshaken though as he goes here to tee off. My goodness, that is quite a wallop. In fact, he's gone away here past the hole. Straight down to business though, and he chips it back in for an easy tap in to get par. And there we go, he's in for 3, and that is par on this hole. Next up, we have Aaron, the young jockey who actually learned to play golf in prison. And that's a fantastic first shot. He might get a 2 here. Well, that shot's let him down something shocking. Now he'll struggle to make 3. He does make 3 because we said as long as you hit the hole, it counts, as this is a treacherous course. Now we have Manu, who doesn't seem quite sure what these golf clubs actually are. In a bizarre decision, he's decided to tee off with a putter. Will this work out for him? No, it will not. The other contestants were very supportive of his failings. He could really do with a good second shot now. But that is yet another dismal effort. Many shots later, Manu finally approaches the hole. The pressure gets to him with yet another awful attempt, struggling just to finish. Embarrassing effort, but he finally finishes. Now we have Jones, our first contestant to tee off with a driver, hoping for a big first hit. A terrible attempt, but he's right back in there to give it another big whack down the course. Deciding against the putter for some reason, will it work out for him? Almost as far away as before he hit the ball, still refusing to use the putter. But this time he sinks it. Next we have Charlie with a highly unorthodox stance. Having found himself too close to a tree, his unorthodox hitting continues. A terrible fourth shot, but he is now in for 5.
This next game is super simple. Odds or evens. You call odds or evens, roll the dice, and if you were right, then you get to move back that many spaces. If you're wrong, you have to move forward that many spaces. You call the dice exactly correctly, you get to choose somebody else to move forward that many spaces. Let's go.
I'm gonna say even, but I'm gonna go with 8.
Oh, 11. Wait, does that mean you're out?
I wasn't confident this round. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10.
It is out. Serge is unfortunately our first one out. You do still get to go skydiving.
Feeling pretty nervous. Not gonna lie. I don't know if I made the right decision giving up $1,000 for this.
After Serge's elimination, this is where everybody is on the track. However, things are about to take quite a shocking turn.
All right, Manu, odd or even?
I'm gonna go odds with 9 again.
Odd 9. Okay, let's go.
Ciao. Oh! Baby!
Yeah,
Guys!
that's
Hey!
All right, you get to choose any other contestant to move forward 9 spaces.
Aaron.
Why?
What did I do to you guys?
So despite the obvious choice being Charlie, Manu decided to send Aaron closer to elimination. And unfortunately, after getting unlucky on a couple of other games, Aaron was then eliminated.
I'm going underground, going underground. Say your loving comes around, going underground, going underground. 'Cause you
It is getting so hot out here that the balloons behind us are literally starting to pop in this heat. It is 100 degrees right now. So I think it's time we speed things up a little bit, so we're going for another elimination. If anyone wants to step out of this race now and forfeit the prize money, I will pay for you to swim with sharks at Perth Aquarium. Is anyone keen? Because we are trying to eliminate people, I made Jones a bit of an offer. I said I would pay for his girlfriend to swim with sharks with him as well, and he said yes. You happy with that, Jones? Totally. All right, final 2, let's go.
It's now time for the final head-to-head battle, where one contestant will win $1,000 and the other will have guns thrown over them.
They're actually pretty close. This should make a good head-to-head. Guys, how are we feeling?
Excited.
You excited?
I spent my money already. I feel a bit guilty. I shouldn't be here.
Before the race started, here's what our 2 final contestants had to say about each other.
You're not going to win this, Charlie. Who do you most want to win? Definitely Manu. So Manu, if you don't win, who do you least want to win?
Charlie. Definitely Charlie.
But this should make things quite interesting. Meanwhile, Jones and his girlfriend Bella are swimming with sharks.
You're like an arm's reach from shark.
I almost headbutted a couple fish.
Let's get back to the final 2.
Inside one of these pinatas is a $100 note. Inside the other is nothing. If you miss, you have to go forward 10 spaces. So Manu, you get to choose. Do you want to hit or you want Charlie to hit?
I want to hit.
All right, he's going to hit.
This anger coming up. You go, my good sir.
It's time to play potato in the box. There may or may not be a potato in this box. If there's a potato in the box, you want to end up with it. If the box does not have a potato in it, you do not want it. Whoever loses, you're going to go forward 10 squares down the track. We randomize this, and Manu, you get to start with this box. Have a little peek inside and see what's in there.
So if there's a potato, it's good, right?
And the mind games have begun. Manu, do you want to keep that box or would you rather Charlie took it?
I'd rather keep it, mate. It looks like a potato.
Charlie, the decision is yours.
I want the box.
He wants the box.
Oh, he gave that over quickly. Too small! Humpty Dumpty's got a brother!
While these two are having fun and winning money, Serge is about to jump out of an airplane.
I'm going underground, going underground. Say your loving comes around, going underground, going underground. 'Cause your love is not around,
you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below because this video took a long time to make. We're now gonna have a bit of a fun game called Split or Steal. So the prize is $100. And guys, this is how it works. If you both decide to split, you get 50 bucks each. If one of you steals and the other splits, the person who steals all the money and gets the lot. If you both decide to steal, you each get nothing. Guys, what are you thinking? Are you gonna split? Are you gonna steal?
You're British, I'm French, we're not meant to agree on things, but you'll both work out on 50 bucks.
I'm gonna hit split. If you steal, then you gotta live with yourself.
Yeah.
Let's see what they chose. Manu, you're a thief, but you win $100. There you go, sir. It's time to play Who Can Paint the Best. You'll each have 5 minutes to paint a picture of me. These three guys are going to be our judges. They're super happy about that. They're going to show the judges their pictures. Whoever gets the lowest score moves forward 10 squares. Judges, Jones out of 5. Zero. Whoa! Gives us 2, a 3. So that's a total of 5.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'm gonna up it to 3.
I do like Charlie's. Give it a 4. Winning portrait over here.
So if you can tell which one of these is the real me, comment below. Let's go. We're now going to do a tug of war challenge, and Charlie strongly thinks that he's going to lose.
I don't know what challenges you've got planned, but if there's any like upper body strength, I don't have that.
And Manu agrees. So we're just going to do this for 3 squares. Guys, let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. I think you lose. He's taking it home.
He's so much more strong.
Manu and Charlie are now on the exact same square right at the end of this race. So we're going to play Catch the Egg. You throw the egg underarm and you can't throw it too hard. We have our panel of judges who are going to decide that. If the egg breaks in your hand, you lose. Guys, you're about to play Catch the Egg for $1,000. Charlie, choose odds or evens.
Let's go evens.
Chosen evens. The number rolled is a 3. Manu, do you want to throw first or second?
First.
The egg is yours. I should also mention that this egg is Charlie's, which managed to survive this entire race, but now is about to die.
It had been a very long, hot and tiring day, so each contestant was trying their absolute best to win this $1,000. With every catch, the contestants get further away, adding a bit of pressure to the next throw, and this went on for a very long time. Then right at the end, we had a hugely controversial moment, so it's actually really good we had the judges there.
Was that a bad throw or a bad catch?
It wasn't the best throw.
I think Manu threw some pretty bad ones.
I thought that was a shot throw. Manu had to catch that by his knees. It's a genuinely very tough call.
We actually have a split decision. Jones, I'm going to start with you.
I think Manu wins.
Serge, Charlie or Manu?
I'm giving it to Charlie.
Aaron, you have the casting vote. Are we voting that Manu wins or that Charlie wins?
Chosen Charlie to win.
Congratulations, Charlie.
Unlucky Manny.
Charlie, congratulations. This $1,000 is yours.
Look at it. I mean, sorry, Manny.
There is one last thing I need to do, and that is chuck slime all over your head, Manu.
Who wants a kiss?